What's up, YouTube? Hey, today is another special video for you guys. We're gonna have a vlog. We got my man Brian behind the camera, and we're gonna be shooting some day in the life sort of footage. So it's a full day, jam-packed. It's a Saturday, middle of March. Let's get it, no excuses. We'll see you around. We're going someplace, and today is a special. First of all, for two reasons. I haven't spoken live since London the week before the pandemic began, late February, early March, 8,000 people. Now we're gonna speak to a small group, 15 people. You know, I get just as excited for 15 as I do 8,000, really. It's gonna be fun today because we're gonna be able to go in depth with a lot of topics that I can't go in depth on in a typical training. And we're going to do some Delorean, we're going to do some sequence trading, we're going to do some mindset, some Q&A. You know, as I sit here, all I think about is what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna impact somebody, so I'm excited. How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, Vegas, what's up?
Listen to this closely. You can lose more than you win and still make money. The moment that statement came into my head, it took 2 years for me to hear that. I'm 7 years into trading now. The pressure of winning every time was off my chest. We make sure our risk reward is always a 1 to 2 minimum. For every 1% or 1 pip we are risking, our reward must be 2. There's no negotiation of this. Being in the market doesn't equate to profitability. You wait for your setup when you're comfortable. Otherwise, the market owns you. Do you trade to live, or do you live to trade? Because I sure don't live to trade. I trade so I can live. But for now, as they print more money and more money comes in the economy, it loses its value. And when it loses its value, we have to be able to capitalize off of that as a trader. Because a lot of traders are so entrenched, and it's not a bad thing, but they're so entrenched with the 4 steps, or they're so entrenched with any of this stuff on the wall, they forget why the market is moving. Think about this for a second. Euro dollar. I said, let's buy it. Now think about maybe like last week, I knew stimulus was coming. What if I said sell it? You have to ask yourself, does that make sense based off what the fundamentals are saying, what the economy is doing? If there is more coming out, past the House, past the Senate, about to be signed off on the big desk, and we know that, then we have to be ready for other assets to increase. Do you think this has any correlation with Bitcoin today? Uh-oh, everybody's starting to get it. Why would Bitcoin go up? Why? What are people doing? They're buying it. Why are they buying it? Well, it's not, you have to think about it in the economy way. Oh, they got their stimulus checks. No, that's not the case. People are dumping money in other places. They're saying, hey, I've got $1,000 in this bank account, and all I see is it losing value. I'm gonna put it somewhere. Maybe it's, I don't know, Apple. Maybe it's euro dollar. Maybe it's gold. Maybe it's Bitcoin. I don't know what it is, but they are trying to protect themselves. So some may consider that risk. Others consider it protection. Where some, I got the calls. Wait, you're buying real estate this year? Like it's at the highest it's ever been. Have you looked at the dollar? Have you looked at interest rates? Have you looked at what's going on in the world? You have to make decisions. You're all investors in this room. You have to make decisions on what is going on in the market, how to mitigate risk, and then implement it.
I thought it went well. I think some of the guys had great questions, and I also think a lot of them had light bulbs, if you will. That was my only goal. Obviously, I can only do so much in 4 or 5 hours, but you know, I think it's just getting the snowball rolling, if you will. Today we'll We'll chill for a few in the hotel, then we got to go meet them for cocktails, that group at 6:30. Then we're going to do a VIP mastermind event at 9:30. But I think the real power of that VIP group is they'll be added now for the next 90 days to get one-on-one interaction with me on Wednesdays. So that'll be at 7:30 on Wednesdays for them. And there's about 10 of them that got picked for that. So, you know, I'm just trying to grab on to a couple different people and hopefully they can take what they've learned and spread it amongst their own. And yeah, I'm excited to see the progression and, you know, where they go and what sort of, you know, what do they make? What do they do with what they've learned? That's really what's important. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. What do we got? We got some strips, we got some quesadilla, we've got some chips and salsa. We got the photographer. We're good, we're happy people. And we gotta get in a suit in T-minus like 4 minutes, so.
Let's go, let's get ready.
Let's see what we can eat first. Like, no.
What happened today?
I thought the pants were in the coat. They're not in the coat.
Anything, see, this is what happens, guys.
Now I'm wearing black jeans with a suit coat. If somebody says something, then it's bad, but I'm gonna rock it like it was meant to be. I'm gonna assume that because of the pity that this video is gonna get now, if you don't hit a like button now, it's over. Right, Brian?
Let's go.
Hit that like button. Hey,
subscribe.
100 likes for the jeans, for the culture, okay? Place. And we're in Cafe de Manila with the rest of the clients in IM. This is some of our group from the Delorean and some of the group from IM Mastery Academy. We're just here enjoying mealtime and getting to know them. And this is, again, one of the reasons why I always talk about finding that culture, finding that vision, finding that group of people you can be around that you can have fun with and also try to express yourself and express your journey in financial freedom with. So we're here to see them a little bit. We got one more meeting and we got a 9:30 p.m. VIP. And then we're finally done for the day. 14 hours, no complaints, we're loving it. And we'll see you in a little bit. I said it, I think 3 or 4 times today, details in every matter on the charts. Details, whether it's just the little wick, whether it's that, I mean, I think I find in my experience, the people that treat trading, and it's cliche, but really treat trading as a business, like almost as a business, do the best. And that goes for everything from, like some people, they get in the habit of, on a Monday, they might show up to my live session. Then on Tuesday, they'll go to an afternoon session. Then Wednesday, they'll do this. I don't care if you show up to my live session, but what I care about is you show up at the same time every day, because now you know how the market reacts. I know every day, 9 a.m. I'm getting on, and we're waking up with the market, if you will, and then at 9:30, Wall Street opens, the market starts to move, and some of our moves start to come into play, and it starts to come and moving. And if that's not your time, then I encourage you to just find the time that works for you, but don't bounce. Show up every day, same time, treat it as a business. And then secondly is tracking. You know, a lot of people just are not willing to audit themselves. They know they suck at trading. They know they're not getting the results yet. Or they know that, you know, maybe something's not clicking yet, but they kind of lie to themselves and they don't address it head on. It's a lot easier to just have one sharp pain than a long dull pain. So you might as well address it head on, and how I would say doing that is auditing yourself on your account. That could be automated or not. Whether you're using like FX Blue, FX Book, automated algorithms that'll track it, or whether you're just pen and paper, I lost this trade. That's why we're doing that 25 hyperdrive trade challenge. You're auditing yourself. That student lost 12 trades, only won 8. That example I showed you guys today. You know, when you're taking 22 trades, you're losing 12, winning 8 and breaking even on 2. Most people are getting discouraged, but she looks at her portfolio and is up almost 5%. I mean, she was ecstatic. But that was only because she was able to follow through with the trades and track it. A lot of people won't track it. So if you haven't tracked your trade, that's another little thing. That's my opinion on it still to this day. I think you should always have a secondary source of income. Doesn't necessarily have to be an active job, but something, whether it's a few rental properties or whether you've got something else, because I've seen a couple people try to go full time just trading in this stress. When you're now forced, if you don't win these trades, you don't pay your bills. So I know that's kind of like probably counterintuitive to some of you for me to say that, but I stand behind that. I would not recommend ever relying solely on trading. I never have. I've always tried to figure out different things. I've got businesses some of you guys don't even know I own on the complete back burner. That's never been mentioned once on social media. That's brick and mortar type stuff. Because I'm always trying to figure out different ways. Well, obviously nobody knows a pandemic is coming. Okay, this comes, this gets hit, but this doesn't. And you start to try to shuffle, and it takes time. And of course, I'm nowhere near where I'd like to be, but having not all your eggs in one basket, if you will. And if you desire a full-time income from trading, I encourage you to make a full-time income with trading, but don't let it be your only income, is what I'm trying to say. You can totally make a full-time income that pays your bills, does all that. But imagine a situation where you're doing all that, and then you've got the security on the left side. And oftentimes, obviously, that leads me into saying, well, do you build the IM business? Because that can provide a secondary income, even $600 a month. I got a person, in my downline right now. He's texted me yesterday and was like, he's platinum 600. He's like, thank you. That helped us pay for, it was a medical bill or something. And it was like, $600 a month is not glamorous, but it can sure change a situation.